They'll be calling you a radical. I'm going back to the Velvet Underground. I remember as a boy right here, learning about this crazy fucking radical who stood up to the U on the hill. How come you can't see the U on the hill? There's a U right there. For UNA? For Utah? There's a U. How come you can't see the U on the hill? I remember learning from this fucking radical about this fucking radical right here. Right here's where the Utah War was fought. Morrisites versus the Danites. You know about them? My great-grandfather, Ike Potter, up the canyon with the rocks. Remember I hiked up there on an Easter Sunday? I remember learning about this radical and anti-usury. Learning about this crazy fucking barefooted fucking carpenter, craftsman. Crazy fucker. So crazy he took a whip, went into the fucking legislative process and fucking tipped the tables over. By here, paid it. Remember that crazy fucker? So this is dedicated to two people, the tuna study. Should have done this a long time ago. My friend Rex Iverson, who was murdered by the Utah state, by the state of Utah, murdered him. Mike Lee murdered him. They tried to murder me. They murdered him. They have debtors. Now remember, debtors' prisons are against the law in this country. They're against the law. United States Congress, 1833. They picked him up for an ambulance bill. I knew him. He had moved in to help out his mom and dad. Back in with him in Willard. By the way, don't you get me going on that, Willard Romney. That's his real name. To help his mom and dad. His dad passed away, his mom passed away. He had a fucking heart attack. Went in an ambulance. They sued him for a $2,300 ambulance bill. He couldn't pay it. You know, take care of mom and dad. He didn't have the fucking money. The Box Elder Sheriff comes and picks him up, took him into a fucking jail cell, completely sponsored by the USURY complex here, which Brigham City is named after Brigham Young, fucking the Hunsaker Mills, Abraham Hunsaker's forced my grandpa. Ike Potter, Ella Potter. Ike Potter right there. He was married to her, his granddaughter. That's who founded Brigham City. Brigham City, the United Order. They beat him to fucking death and murdered him. My great friend Jimmy Grundy was killed in that fiery crash there. I spoke at his funeral. What a great friend. So, this is an important video. USURY. Buy here, payday joint. Utah's the last state that got rid of USURY laws. 6% above prime is the max rate. Not because of economic reasons, morality. This is all post-1980. I want to show you this. Now this is the... Oh, I hate this guy. This is the evangelical creeps. There's their sign. See the cross? But look right there. You see it? Kids, K-I-D-Z. After the cross, what does it say? Ink. 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 Johnny, he promotes gun violence. So does the Mormon Church. Doug Wright terrorists. They promote murdering of Jesus Christ's own family members in the Middle East. They never saw a drone they didn't like. They never saw a war. Fucking covet thy neighbor's Walmart shit. And if a neighbor comes to your house, Jesus. If they come, the early Mormons. If someone comes to your place and you have 3 cows, you give them 2. That's the way I was raised. That's the Jesus Christ I was taught about. Right here. The Morrisites in the den. Right here. Right here. Let's get a good look at this over here. In the mouth. I have a cannonball. I have it. My auntie's house. I found it right there. There's really a great piece of stonework that I worked on right there. It's a beehive. We built out of stone down there. The Morrisites versus the Danites. You know about them? Brigham Young murdered them? Oh yeah. Bear River Massacre on chemo? That was the United States government that did that one. Is she gonna hang in there? I'm going back to the Velvet Underground. This is what turned into this United States. And they call themselves Christ-like. They're Satan. When are you going to realize this is Satan is completely taking the fucking field? Utah is pure 100. This is their own teachings. What about the Bumblebee here? And you don't think this is left or right. Do you realize what they do? Stand up and go at them like I have. Do it like I have. If you haven't seen my path, no wonder no one does it. Mike Lee literally tried to murder me. The state of Utah tried to murder me. Remember, I'm the first guy Whitey buried in the sand. You know what my bloodlines are? You know what I've done for this community? How much I've given myself my whole life? Taught by Abe himself. The Hunsaker Mill, that's him. That's my family. The Mormon welfare system, they invented it. They developed it, this Hunsaker Mill. And they attacked me, tried to kill me, tried to kill me. You gotta get better with that fucking left. I'm getting there, coach. Where's your fucking crown? They murdered Rex. They are literally in the state of Utah and call themselves Christian. This is their claim to fame in Trumpism land. Obama conversion. They've cut 30% of people. There are literally people in bone marrow transplant centers going out starving to death. Literally in this fucking land. They call themselves Christians. They call themselves, they're Satan, their own thesis. White horse prophecy. There'll come a time, every single Mormon's run for president, including Joseph Smith, killed by his own people with the Masonic Temple. Fuck the Masons. I'm a real Mason. When we were rock, I used to get right there. Go down and talk to her in the pit right there. Go talk to her. Abraham Hunsaker, yeah, that's the guy who started Whittier, who started them all. Jack Parsons, that pin I wear, Jack Parsons gave it to my grandpa. Best buddies. Go to the pit right there. The split rock there. Go talk to her how much split rock heaven fucking got. We were granite. On my house, Georgia. I split my own with a fucking, I got scars all over my body. What's that right there? Hill Air Force USURY Complex. They fly the lightnings out of there. The billion-dollar babies that they looted the fucking country with. They looted the fucking country. Lockheed Martin, that's their office. Lockheed Martin has an office. That's it, right there. This used to be a really cool old 7-Up sign when I was a little boy. It was cool as hell. What they've done to it. And this fuckhead calls himself a Christian. Love thy neighbor. No, hate thy neighbor. Covet thy neighbor's fucking Walmart shit. Buy here, payday. Mike Lee got in trouble. He got $600,000 in a bank balance. Look at it's house foreclosed on. The government bailed him out. $600,000. That's a lot of food stamps, Mike Lee. Who's the welfare mooches? The Mormon Church or the welfare mooches? Going back to the Velvet Underground. Back to the Gypsy. I never left the Velvet Underground. Fuck. The Masonics. They're disgusting. They make me sick. So I know the president of the Mormon Church personally. Really personally. Heart surgeon. I come from the family of heart surgeons here. Yeah, look at the last name, fuckheads. He says no more Mormon. No more of this grandstand. By the way, the play, I got to see it in. I went to see it early. Somebody gave me a ticket when I was full of cancer, you know, at Broadway. It's a masterpiece, by the way. USURY. Debtors' prisons. Literally. Not gonna happen, could happen. Debtors' fucking prisons in Utah. They call themselves Christ-like. Heal the afflicted. Feed the poor with a whip. So I used to dress up like Jesus, going to the Utah State Legislature. People see me do it. Oh, those guys ain't gonna like it. Who, the cops? No, they're on my side. Why are you promoting all this nuclear waste? Camera in their face. Because they're Doug Wright's a terrorist. KSL are terrorists. Now, the Mormon Church, Brock, Barry Antoinette, remember when he met with them? It was all fucking, I told you it was all nuclear energy, it was all new scale from hell. Why would they be promoting this? You know, Trump is Obama, they're the same rat. Remember, Obama put an 85-year-old peace activist, my friend, in prison for life for breaking into Y-12. A peace activist, for life. He put her in a holding cell belt for 3 weeks, for 3 years, turned down the temperature to 60 degrees, tried to murder. He killed more whistleblowers, he drove more people than Bush. Trump's even worse, or as bad. They're a fucking dead heat. Mormon Church makes me fucking sick. No more Moors. We're Christ-like. Latter-day Saint. Christ-like. Christ-like. You're exactly the opposite of Christ in every fucking way. Buy here, payday. Fucking Kids Z with a cross Inc. The guy that gave me that. If you're ever in need, Don't go ask the Mormons. Oh, I know. I was in that boat. I was a millionaire. I was uninsured. Mike Lee fucking cut me off. I don't know how I didn't fucking starve to death. Literally. I really do not know how I didn't fucking starve to death. They put fucking wrecks in it. They do it all the time. They call the constable on you. This is a true story. Utah, University of Utah, USURY. This is a true story. I was trying to diagnose, figure out my own cancer. When I went to John Huntsman, who said, I'm going to run against my son against Mike Lee for sending our own money back. I went to the luxury good of death, trying to figure out my cancer. A phone call is all they did. They says, well, we won't meet with you. We'll give you a phone call. They called me and just talked to me, basically told me, bring me back lots of money, fuck you. They sued me for $1,300 when I was going in and out of a coma, in critical condition, in a bone marrow transplant center, for a phone call. They are literally coming and getting people for not paying medical bills, even if you have a... My friend fucking had good insurance. His bill was $3 million. $300,000. They came to his door and arrested him. They're doing it all over the country. These fucking people call themselves Christians. The tuna. How about the tuna? Oh, we're going to lock him up for price fixing. Well, it takes more than one to take. For a conspiracy, it has to be more than one. For collusion, for price fixing, it's the cover-up of Fukushima. Why the Mormon Church all in on it? Why they all work at Los Alamos? Because they're the new wannabe Zion kings. Jeff Bezos' babies. Zion? Fucking Zion? This used to be called Deseret when I was a kid. They were flag burners. Look at them now. Never saw a war they didn't fucking love. They're fucking organized crime syndicate. They're literally fucking got debtors prison and beating people to death. Right here, right now. Could happen now. Illegally. President of the church talks a big game, don't he? He's full of shit. They're all fucking Satan worshipers. Their own thesis. There'll come a time in the Mormon church, white hot prophecy, fucking when Mitt Romney, why do you think he keeps running for president? He'll run again. That Satan will take over the Mormon church. They'll be in hairspray, they'll be masquerade, and it will take somebody to run for president, win president, and save the country and save Utah from these Satan worshipers, including our own religion. Joseph Smith. I learned about this crazy fucking radical when I was a boy right here. I learned about him right here. I learned that he stood up to these fucking buy here payday fucking types, these hairspray who claimed they were religious. He stood up to them. He was so crazy, so radical. They hated him so mad. Didn't cut his hair, long fucking beard, fucking feed the afflicted, heal the fucking poor. Stood up to these lying masquerade fuckers, so radical and so hard. They put him on a fucking cross, nailed him to the cross and made him suffer and stood there and watched him die. That's what I was taught about that fucking radical. I was always taught if the injustice is happening, you don't stand up, you will go to hell. You know, just give them 2 months to live. For the angels, you Mike Lee motherfuckers have murdered. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, and I don't believe in violence. You do. You tried to kill me. I got kicked off Medicaid. You wouldn't give me Medicaid. You wouldn't give me no public support. Give me no assistance. I was a millionaire. Had exhausted it all over. I went into right here, Ogden Regional Hospital, bleeding profusely. It's my heart. It's my heart. One of the nurses was one of my nurses at McKD. Or I mean at LDS, which is another church who saved my life. It has nothing to do with the Mormon Church LDS Hospital. Thimble Peters. One of the nurses says, no, this is Michael Hawkins. No, I was one of Kevin's nurses. He's an AML leukemia survivor. No, he's right. No, I ran the test. Go see your dentist. Bye. I collapsed the next day, blood all over me, didn't even clean me up. Failed organ valve, almost cost me my life. I got kicked out of treatment because I exhausted over $1 million. I had no money left. I had no fucking support group. I had no nothing. But we'll let them lose billions of fucking dollars. Billions in military industrialized complex. The Mormon fucking, yet we'll kick somebody off fucking food stamps for, what do they give them, 190, 180 bucks a fucking month? That's your answer to a $23 in fucking usury. Oh, it's biblical. Oh, it's biblical. What's her name used to call me? She'd say, do you know about the prophet Jeremiah? Oh yeah. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, literally every day. He comforts me. The angels that they mass murder, oh, they watch out over me. I fear no evil, and you are fucking evil. You murdered Rex. Fuckers. And they call themselves Christian. For he who bear false witness. Off to hell. Off to hell. Why didn't they not kill Jeremiah when they fucking attacked and went back in there? Why didn't they kill him? Because they were afraid of him. The prophet. Written in the studio walls. Stand turning. You on the hill, you can't see it. Why can't you see it? Because it's covered in whitey. You can barely see it. See it right there peeking out right there? It's camouflaged. It's in whitey hairspray. The new fucking wigs. Stand tuned.